And let's welcome in Bills quarterback Josh Allen on behalf of Gatorade. Josh, tell us a little bit more about how you got involved in a new campaign and what's it been like being a part of the project.
Well, I couldn't tell you exactly how I got involved. They came out and asked me, which I can't thank them enough for doing that. Gatorade is, one of the more iconic sports brands in the world, and they've been by my side literally on the sidelines and throughout my life without me even knowing it. But it's the old Michael Jordan campaign. They're bringing it back. Got some cool names a part of this campaign, and to be a part of it is just it's a pretty surreal feeling for me.
You're a part of an all-star roster, but MJ, as you said, headlines that list. A project that celebrates the anniversary of Michael Jordan. What's that like?
It's pretty special. Again, we did a pretty cool spot. You got the colored sweat on us, and it's very iconic. One of the coolest campaigns to ever be done back in the day, and hopefully people appreciate it coming back.
You're getting ready for another season, hopefully another AFC East title and then some right now. I know Bills Mafia and all of your fans are wondering what OTAs are like right now, just getting acclimated to some of your new teammates. So how can you describe what that's like?
This is the time where we come in, we get to know each other a little bit more. We're hanging out off the field, trying to develop that chemistry. Obviously, a lot of new handshakes with a lot of new guys and new faces. So again, we're spending this time wisely. We're coming out here, guys are working hard, and we're just trying to be the best versions of ourselves. And sometimes it takes time, so we're out here and just working every day.
You got some new arrivals, Keon Coleman from the college ranks. You've got now a full season with Joe Brady. What's that been like so far, Josh?
It's been awesome. We got a lot of new plays, kind of I wouldn't call it a completely new system, but a lot of new ideas from Joe Brady, and bringing in our quarterback coach, RC, from New Orleans. So getting to utilize some of our guys' talents and trying to put them in the best spot to succeed. And ultimately me trying to put it in the best spot for them to catch it and be the best versions of themselves. So it's been a fun process. We still got a lot to learn, a lot to grow from, and that's what we're using this time for right now.
For those that say that the Buffalo Bills championship window is closing, what would you say to those with those thoughts?
Everyone's got their own thoughts and opinions, especially nowadays, right? So they can have that, and we're going to keep working hard and keep trying to do our thing up here in Buffalo. And we've been close over the last couple of years. We got to find a way to get over that hump, and it starts right now.
What about you and the personal growth? What have you been working on to be the best quarterback you can be to lead this team?
Yeah, new hats this year. We're also got a pretty young team, so just trying to be a better leader, a better teammate. Working on the mechanics. Obviously, a couple shoulder deals last year that I didn't miss any time from, but just trying to get the mechanics back to a very mechanically, I wouldn't say flawless, but we're trying to get back to a spot where things are coming out smoothly. We're sequencing right, meeting with Chris Hess out of Biometric, and making sure that we're good to go on that end. So every time I'm throwing the ball, being very intentional with it, and just staying on top of things.
If we go a little macro, everybody talks about the quality of the quarterback play, not only in your division, but the entire conference. How do you describe not only being a part of that group, but going up against some of the best in the game?
Yeah, it's a gauntlet. I think good quarterback play breeds good product in the NFL. So, there's a lot of competition. You talk about Pat Mahomes, obviously. You talk about Joe Burrow. You talk about Lamar. You talk about C.J. Stroud in Houston. There's a lot more names. Trevor Lawrence down in Jacksonville. I'm probably missing a lot. In our own division, we got one of the greatest to ever played the game in Aaron Rodgers. So every week that you're playing a team in the NFL, you got to be on top of your A game, because if you're not, the other guy probably is.
There's been some talk about NFL guys in the NBA, NBA guys in the NFL. Well, you chimed in a little bit recently about that. What are your thoughts about that conversation?
Listen, I don't think there's a chance where we'd ever have the option to prove this, right? But I'm going to stick to it. I'm going to say that I can go give a good 6 or 7 minutes and bust my tail on defense and a shot or two.
So what's the biggest misconception, though, about what athletes can play different sports? Like, obviously, those that play basketball go, oh, we can play football, and vice versa. From a football aspect, what do most people not understand about what you guys have to go through to be in tip-top shape?
I think, again, with football, it's such a collision sport. You're also running around with pads that add a few extra pounds on you. But I firmly believe that there's probably a handful of guys in the NFL that can go play and maybe not be the star, but they could be a piece to the puzzle. And I do believe that there's guys in the NBA that can come over and be a piece of the puzzle here. And there's a lot of good athletes in both leagues. The mindsets, I think, are a little bit differently of what you would need and what you want to do. But I'm sure there's guys that could do it.
Got a couple more before I let you go, Josh. One of them is like the schedule release and the breakdown. Fans certainly love it. Those in our industry have something to talk about as well. I'm curious, do you allow yourself to look at the schedule when it's released?
Arizona Cardinals, week 1. That's about it.
Okay, short and sweet. Don't want to take it any further than that. And then lastly, before I let you go, you and I do have a bit of a history here, and it goes really well with this Gatorade ad, by the way. So this was a tweet from 2013, because it's not timestamped, but on the left is high school Josh Allen, and I was covering your game at the time, and your head coach, Bill Magnuson, told me that you were someone to look out for. Now, you're a little taller than 6'3". You're a little heavier than 180 these days, but what do you remember most about your college days? Because your story to the NFL is amazing and really becomes a role model for those that maybe aren't 4- and 5-star guys at the prep level.
Well, I had a good man reporting on me back in the day by the name of Tommy Tran, who was there against Fowler. We ended up winning that game. It was I think part of this campaign, too, what's cool about it, they're telling a little bit of that story. And I hope people can resonate with that. If there's some kid out there in high school that's not getting the love that he thinks he deserves throughout some of the colleges. And I know the landscape of scholarships and NIL stuff has changed a little bit, and I couldn't tell you how I would have handled it or how to handle it. But hopefully that this campaign can shed some light on it, whether you're a 5-star recruit or a 1-star recruit, that if you keep getting told no, and if it's something that you want bad enough, you'll figure it out.
Josh, it's been a minute, man. Great to catch up with you. Stay safe, be well, stay healthy, and enjoy another season. We'll be watching you on CBS, my man.
Thank you, Tommy. Appreciate you.
CBS is your home for elite NFL coverage. Also streaming on Paramount Plus. Watch your local game live as NFL Sundays are coming right around the corner.